Alright guys, we got the 2019 Mercedes GL 250 right here, brand new. I'm going to review the car for you guys. You're probably wondering why I got my kids here in the video. We got a shy one over here, Adeline, Alexa, because this review is also about whether these crossovers work if you have kids. I got 2 kids, so that's what this video is going to be about. We're here in lovely the Pacific Northwest, near the Oregon coast. This place is called a creek. I don't know, it's just a down road. Excuse the dirt. You know, it rains a lot over here if you guys don't know, so the roads do get pretty muddy. But first thing we'll start off with is how the car looks, and then we'll go to the trunk. We'll take a look at the trunk space, the interior, how much room there is. So we're gonna check everything off. Now, pretty famous guy out there, Doug DeMero. He's always saying why you gotta own this car, and this is the best car. I always find his videos kind of funny. But he talks about quirky things around the car. There's not too many quirky things to say about the car. I mean, these days especially, everything on the car is pretty useful. You know, whether you have the mirror signals telling you if there's a car next to you, everything's pretty functional and useful. It's not like a 1980s, 90s car where they just throw it on there to make it look cool. So, okay, so first things first is the looks. As far as the looks go, the front end, I actually like what they've done. I really hated the last GLA. I think the back end looks really bad. Just the whole car, I didn't like it at all. This one, I gotta say, the front end's nice. The grill is nice on there, especially for just the mid-30s, $30,000 car. Really nice. The rims look nice. I got no complaints. I like the Mercedes emblem over here. That's pretty cool. It's got a nice color on them. It's a good size. It fits the car really well. The headlights, I mean, the front end, they did a solid job on the front end. The size of the lights aren't too big. It's got kind of like a nice little mean look, but you know, casual at the same time. So really happy. Alexa, how's the car front? It's nice. Okay, so let's go to the side now. Side angle, you know, it's okay. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not a bad side angle. There's nothing I don't like about the side angle. It fits pretty well. I mean, it's your typical crossover. Now, my one complaint about this car is the back end. You know, come around here. So the back end, the exhaust pipes look nice. Everything looks nice, except these taillights. Way too big. Way too big. Doesn't fit the car right, especially certain angles. They just look huge. Other than that, though, it's not a bad looking crossover. I think it's better looking than the Subaru. Price wise, they're about the same price. You're probably better off going with this one. Ride height, you're getting a lot of ride height on here. So I mean, you can do light off-roading. I don't think you'll have any issues with snow, for example. If you get that one snowstorm, it's got the 4MATIC on there. So overall, though, I mean, I'm fairly happy with how it looks. All right, so here's another angle of it. I gotta say though, it's grown on me. It's grown on me. So this is what the crossover is all about. It's about going places you normally wouldn't go, going out with the family, having a good time, taking the road less traveled. You know? That's what it's all about. Got me and the little one right here. This is what we do, man. You get the weekend, you get that day off, you gotta spend time with the family. This is what life is about. Gotta make sure the little ones are having fun too, right? Okay guys, so now we're gonna get to the trunk. Everyone, you gotta know how much trunk space there are with these crossovers. So, click of the button, trunk opens up. I like that. We're lazy, it's 20th century, we can't lift it anymore. You know, first looking at it, it actually looked bigger than what it actually is. This stroller, it's a pretty small stroller. You know, it's taking up most of the space, but you still have enough space. I like this little thing right here. If you want to put a cup or something. I got the Trailblazers free coffee at Stumptown for having season ticket hold. So that's cool. Just put it in there, you know, cups or whatnot. But I mean, it's enough trunk space. You're not going to be able to fit that much. It's really not bigger than a regular car. Like I have the regular Sentra here. It's trunk space wise, it's about the same. Again, it looks bigger, but for some reason it's not. I do like this. Just click that button. Boom. And it shuts it for you. So there you have it. You got this trunk space now. We go on to the baby. We try to fit her in and see what that space is like. Alright, so as we have it, it's not enough space. I'm going to have to move that seat forward a bit. Let's do this over here. We'll make sure it doesn't fall back. Okay, so we're looking at, let's see here. Right there. Alright, right there. As far as comfort level for me, I'm over here. Shut this door. Let's see how that is. You know, I'm a little squished. I mean, I can manage, you know, but definitely not the most comfortable. So conclusion is front-facing seats are okay. So if your kid's past the 2-year-old mark, it's okay. But if you've got a back-facing seat, you are going to be a little squished in here. Now you could manage. Your kid's eventually going to grow out of it, you know. So if your child's 1 year old, you're only going to have to do this for another year, or you know, you can even put them on the passenger side. So that is something that you can do. So, but again, you could manage. It's just not the most comfortable. So that's space-wise with kids. You know, I hope that helps you guys out with your decision making. I wouldn't say it would hold me back from getting it. I would just say move that to that side and vice versa, and I think you'll be okay. Yeah? All right. All right, so that's the amount of space we have right there. I mean, it looks like it's good for her. As far as the front seat goes, I've adjusted the seat to where it's pretty comfortable for me. Give you guys a little glimpse here. So my feet, I mean, it's pretty close to the dash, but I'm comfortable. Technically, I could move my seat a little more back, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind. But yeah, comfort-wise, I mean, it's enough space. I mean, you're not going to be putting your seat backwards or anything. It's pretty good space. You're not going to be able to lean your seat backwards or anything like that, but as far as just sitting regularly, it's not bad. Alexa, how's it back there for you?
Good.
It's good. You got enough space?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Now we just got to try Addie's seat and make sure that fits okay too, okay?
Okay.
All right, guys, so we just got done driving here. We're at Brown's Camp, checking out the Pacific Northwest. So far, some thoughts on this car, how it drives, how it feels. If you've ever driven some of the newer Mercedes, I mean, it drives good. The suspension's tight. Everything's pretty much the same like, you know, the last generation. One thing I do like over here is these things feel really smooth, expensive, high quality. Feels like it's gonna last a long time. Sound system, I mean, it sounds good, you know. It's good quality radio. My one complaint is the windows. I wish they were bigger windows. I have a 1990 190E, and you get really big windows down there, which is really nice with visibility. This one, you've got these things that are really fat, kind of obstructs your view a little bit. not the biggest fan. And I mean, all these new cars are designed this way, very small windows. I don't know if it's a safety thing or what the reasons are, but I mean, that is my one complaint. Probably my biggest complaint are the visibility, the windows. As far as the interior, I mean, the steering wheel, really nice steering wheel. I think Mercedes has done really well there. You got the paddle shifters here. If you haven't driven these new Mercedes, the turn signal sits right here. It actually sits a little bit higher. At first it feels a little uncomfortable, but you do get used to it. The quality, you know, it's good quality, just your typical Mercedes. Some of the stuff's a little cheap. This is plastic. You get push to start, turn off. All in all, though, I mean, it's very nice interior. I think the steering wheel is the best part about it. Worst part about it, again, is visibility. This particular model doesn't have a sunroof. It's a little dark in here, especially with the small windows. Let me show you guys something too. If you have kids and you want them to enjoy the view as well, same problem in the back, small windows. I can tell she has a hard time looking out as we were driving up here. She was really having to try to look out, really try to force herself to see what's going on out there. I wish they would have put those a little bit lower, but that may be a safety issue. Well, that's that, man, for the interior. German engineered Mercedes GLA, driving on the roads less traveled. Add one additional thing that I like about this car. If you press the brake while you're at a stoplight, it actually just holds it for you. It's kind of convenient. You can just relax your legs at that point versus holding it in place. And then the turn signals over there. If there's a car next to you, you can see that little light turns red, letting you know that there's a car in your blind spot. So I like that, you know, nice little safety feature. You definitely need that with the major blind spots going on this car. But yeah, that works pretty well. Yeah, that's that.